Good morning, Oklahoma, and welcome to Cow-Calf Corner. I'm Mark Johnson, and this week we're going to follow up our topic on cattle working facilities from last week, and specifically kind of compare and contrast a couple of different crowding systems for working cattle eventually into our squeeze, shoot, and head catch. Now, I'm standing in a sweep tub here at the OSU Purebred Beef Cattle Center right now. What you can't see is that directly into the path that I'm looking at, we've got our catch pens, our holding area, some sorting alleys out there, and we would eventually work cattle up into this part of our working system for the sake of coaxing them down an alleyway and putting them in that squeeze chute. How does a sweep tub basically work? As you can see, we've got a solid-sided tub and an actual crowding gate right here, where that as cattle entered this system, we're going to bring this crowding gate around with enclosed sides, and eventually the method of exit for the cattle, they're going to see daylight down an alleyway, which is going to lead them to that squeeze chute where we catch their head and administer whatever management practices that we need to. The bud box system, in contrast, is a system that doesn't require a sweep tub. We basically think of building a rectangular box at a 90-degree angle to the actual alleyway that is going to lead to our squeeze chute. And we capitalize on the behavior patterns of cattle to actually coax them into that alleyway where we want them to go. The typical bud box system is approximately 12 foot wide, about 20 foot long. It accommodates enough mature cows that we would fill the alleyway leading to the squeeze chute with those cattle. We basically walk them into it. We capitalize on their instinct to want to return to where they've came from. We close a gate, and it's recommended that this is a solid-sided gate that we're closing. And then we walk down one side of these cattle, and their instinct to come back by us and want to return from where they just came from, they are now diverted into the alleyway, which leads them to the squeeze chute where we actually want to work and perform our management. So a bud box system has got a few advantages, and we'll kind of compare and contrast the two systems. We can actually put one of these together or take it down out of portable panels. The footprint of a bud box is a little smaller than a typical sweep tub like I'm standing in right now. And so you've got those two advantages with it. A good or bad thing, depending on how you look at this relative to a bud box, is you, to properly use it, need to be in the bud box with the cattle. That's what's going to compel them to actually behave and end up walking down your alleyway where you want them to go. If that is not a preferred thing for you, the tub and sweep system permits the animal handler to be outside the system, outside that actual sweep gate, and you're never actually in the pen with the cattle when using that type of system. As always, I appreciate you joining us this week on Cow-Calf Corner. I hope some of these things help if you're taking a look at expanding or potentially building new cattle working facilities.